Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another NCAA Football 2004 Sim Game Day. We got ourselves a dandy of a one this time around, as this Thursday evening game features the top 10 Pitt Panthers, led by 99 overall wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald, going to Death Valley in South Carolina to take on Charlie Whitehurst and the Clemson Tigers. And I cannot wait for this one, baby. Let's get straight into it. Of course, first things first, we got to take a look at who the rosters will be. So let's go check that out real quick. Pitt Panthers, the away team in this matchup. A little squeaking in the bumper there anyway. Tyler Palko will be starting at quarterback. And we also got a custom-made quarterback that I actually made. Kamari White McLean is his backup. At running backs, Raymond Kirkley is the starting running back alongside Jawan Walker, who's a junior. But they also got Matthew Threat as a true freshman, 5'9". He should be a beast when he gets an opportunity. At fullback, we got Tim Murphy as a junior. Obviously, like we said, 99 overall Larry Fitzgerald. Jason McElroy on the wide receiver 2 on the outside. We got Billy Gaines, Tyler Burton as a true freshman, and also Princell Brackenbro. I believe that's how you say his name, as the 5th receiver. Tight end, Edward Gills, Richard Jr., alongside Steve Bukes, or I can't even remember. Good offensive line. You got Rob Petty and Dale Williams at the tackles. Justin Bolarski is the senior center. They got 2 freshmen at guards, but they're actually some pretty good freshmen, so that should be fine for them. DNs, Vernon Batts and Thomas Smith, both experienced defensive linemen. Alongside Dan Stevens and Charles Spencer. Linebackers, you got Malcolm Pastel, Joe Deeper, Azzy Binyam. I think Brandon Samuels might be starting at left linebacker. I'm not too sure. He might actually be. Corners, Marcus Furman, Luther Hamilton as a true freshman. He has 90 speed, which is really nice. Bernard Lace, the nickelback, and Reggie Carter's the dime. Harold McGowan is a sophomore, and he is starting at free safety. And strong safety being Tyrone Gilliard. Kicker is David Abdul. True freshman Torrey Webb is the punter. Now let's take a look at the Clemson Tigers real quick. You see the Clemson Tigers, they actually do have a chance of pulling an upset here. 1, they're the home team. 2, they arguably have a lot more talented players, or at least high overalls. In this case, Charlie Whitehurst, of course, is the quarterback, redshirt junior. You got Yusuf Kelly as a senior running back. And behind him is a running back with 10 more speed than him. Reggie Merriweather, sophomore, 6'1", 196. True freshman Brandon Curtis is the fullback. You got Derek Hamilton as a senior, alongside Aries Curry as the wideouts on the outside. Michael Collins, Kelvin Grant. You also got Ryan McPherson, who is the 3rd fastest receiver on the team. Bobby Williamson, Richard Jr. is the starting tight end. Lavelle Armstrong behind him. He's actually somehow the fastest tight end with 69 speed. Nice. Offensive line, not looking great. I mean, their best one is a redshirt sophomore, Nathan Bennett, but senior at 74 as starting at left guard. 69 overall center, nice, who's also a senior. And you got Bradley and Roman Frybell sophomores, but below 70, so that's not great. For him, Ernest Jones and Andre Hurst are your DNs. Donnell Washington and Eric Coleman are the D tackles. Brian Carr, Landa Johnson are the outside linebackers. Leroy Hill, Raquel Lalani, are your middle linebackers. 5'9" middle linebacker. Justin Miller and Ty Hill are the outside corners. Ryan Hemby's the nickelback. Buddy Williams is the dime man. Travis Pugh is the free safety with Gerald McLeod as the strong safety. Huey Williams is a true freshman at kicker. You got Cole Chasen as a punter. What's going on with my thing? It's like making a little squeaking noise. I don't know what that is. However, you see the couple of games that's coming up. I actually did simulate a couple of ranked versus unranked games. They did not go too well, at least for the unranked teams. Well, I mean, UNLV made it close. Stanford made it close. And then I simulated most of the rest of the games. Yeah, that's not a ranked team. Washington was not a ranked AP team. Notre Dame almost lost to Indiana. Indiana choked. I was thinking about starting this. I was going to think about simulating this game or at least watching it, but I saw the quarterbacks Colorado had. Not a single one of them were above 70, so I was like, forget that. But yeah, you can see why. And that's about it on the simulated games. So there's a little spoiler there. But anyway, on to the important game on this schedule. Pittsburgh going against the Clemson Tigers, of course. Well, let me switch to the other thing. There we go. So, I think we are about ready to get this thing started. What do you think? I think it's about time. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hold on. Okay, there is... Alright, cool. Perfect. Making sure that stream was working from my end. Okay, anyways, I think we should just about get started. Oh yeah, I should keep an eye on that so I can get a good transition on it. Yeah, it should be okay. I mean, yeah, you see cornerback and wide receiver, of course, and then you got a quarterback. This could be interesting. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Anyways, I think we should get this thing popping, and here we go. Well, we're in Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. Top 10 Pitt Panthers come to town to take on the Clemson Tigers. Pitt is one of the few contenders in the Big East, alongside Miami, Virginia Tech. I think they're the second best team. They were the second best team in the preseason poll out of the Big East. First was obviously Miami. And then Clemson is actually was actually my dark horse for the ACC. Because Maryland, NC State, and Florida State were the top 3 teams in that conference. And Clemson was unranked. So if they can get a big win against the top 10 team, they could be dangerous in the ACC. There's Derek Hamilton out there as a wide receiver. He's ready to get it popping for his final season as a Tiger here in Death Valley. I think I just saw 1981 football national champions. So yeah, at the time they hadn't had as good of a season as they had in 81. But then all of a sudden Dabble Sweeney came around and completely turned that team into a contender. But nowadays it's not looking good for him, to be fair with you. So anyway, here's the coin toss. I'm selected for Pitt. And they do win the toss. Here's my issue with some of these things. Like, one time they let to receive, and then another time they let to kick. So it's like obviously up to chance in this whole thing. So anyways, here we go. We're ready to kick this thing off, and here we go. This game's underway. Huey Williams kicked it off, and Raymond Kirkley is returning this kick to the 22-yard line before being taken down, I think, by the backup safety? Looks like it is. Yeah, Ronnie the Loose May, fifth-year senior. Now here comes Tyler Palco, the junior quarterback, and the Pittsburgh offense. Yeah, my win-loss percentage is getting taken over, even though probably shouldn't count because I'm not even playing the games, man. Come on! So why is it counting? So anyways, Billy Gaines went in motion. Here's the first hit play of the game for Pittsburgh's offense. Uh-oh, Raymond Kirkley broke with a tackle and take it down to the 26-yard line. Play. Oh, yeah, that was the 99 overall corner. That was Justin Miller. So now second down for the Panthers. Raymond Kirkley and Larry Fitzgerald, of course, the two-headed monster for the Pitt offense. Those are players you want to watch out for. And, of course, the two-headed monster at corner, Justin Miller and Ty Hill, are the players you want to watch out for Clemson's defense. There's the fullback. And doesn't go much of anywhere that time. That was Tim Murphy going up against a big defensive lineman. That was Donnell Washington, 6'6", fifth-year senior. At D-tackle, getting him down. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Pitt Panthers at the 27.5-yard line. So here we go. Kirkley will go motion here, making an empty set for Pitt. Palco, the lefty, he's going to throw it left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, bad decision by the junior, and the Clemson's going to get it in the red zone. It's Andre Hurst, the true freshman, getting his first interception, and he did it at the end. Oh, word. What is going on? That's an interception. Clemson's got it at the 20, or no, the 19-yard line. Holy smokes, what is going on? Here's Whitehurst on their first possession. That's complete. That looks like the tight end. That's the backup tight end, the true freshman Lavelle Armstrong on his first catch in his career. Clemson's got a two-headed monster wide receiver as well. Derek Hamilton and Aries Curry. Those are the two wideouts on the outside for the Tigers. And for Pitt, Dan Stevens at D-tackle and Hayward McGowan in the secondary are the two defenders you want to watch out for. So 2nd and 5, man goes in motion. Toss play to Yusuf Kelly is going to take it down the backfield. Good takedown by Pitt's defense. Forces the 3rd down. Tyrone Gilliard on the TFL. So now Clemson's faced with a 3rd down. Here to red zone, but I feel like they should be able to make this kick. It means at field goal range. But, you know, some kickers are just not fit to kick those kind of chip shot field goals, but somehow it just keeps happening. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Whitehurst going to throw it right side, and it's batted away. Incomplete. Went for Aries Curry, but good coverage there by Pitt's defense. And now Clemson will settle for 3. Charlie Stuckey to hold the kick. Huey Williams. Huey Williams, the true freshman, will be the kicker, and will try for a 36-yard field goal to start the game. Little chunky. I completely understand that. I'm trying to get it as full screen as I possibly can. 36-yard kick goes through. Clemson's up 3-0. 3-zip. You couldn't have asked for a better start for Clemson, especially in their home opener. Two current and future ACC teams going against each other. 4:45 left to go in the first quarter. Clemson takes the first points. 3-0 Tigers over the top 10 ranked Pitt Panthers. Just remind you guys early on that number 13 Nebraska takes on Oklahoma State in Stillwater later on tonight. 8-7 Central, same platform. There's the return by Kirkley. He's quickly taken down. And Pitt's offense looks to rebound after a bad interception thrown by Tyler Palco. Maurice Fountain was on the takedown on the return. So it's first down at the 22. Let's see if they can get a better drive than they had the last time. Larry Fitzgerald will go motion to the right side. He is the 99 overall wideout for the Pitt Panthers. Might as well throw to him. Palco going to throw right side. That's complete. The tight end Eric Gill makes the catch. Very nice throw. Okay, I completely forgot about the announcer thing. I turned it off because I'm like, I'm trying to talk and they keep interrupting. So anyway, nice catch by Eric Gill. The tight end gets 6 yards. Brings up second down for the Pitt offense on their second drive of the game. Halco to throw. He's going to throw right side, and it's dropped. Incomplete. I think Ty Hill was on coverage that time around. Went for Jason McElroy? Yes. Ty Hill was in coverage, and that'll bring up a third down for Pitt. Last season, the Pitt Panthers nearly beat Miami. I think it was like a 2-score game or something like that. They ended up finishing with a bowl victory. As this is the fullback. That's Murphy trying to get a handoff. No chance. Taken down by the Clemson defense. That's going to bring up fourth down. It was Brian Carr, the fifth-year senior linebacker, making the stand. Yes, Pitt won the San Francisco Bowl over New Mexico. They finished 9-4 last season. And they started this season. If I look at the preseason magazine, they started 13th in the country. So they actually went up 3 spots into week 2. As Pitt will punt this away to Clemson. Here goes Justin Miller. He'll be taken down on the return. Nice start for Clemson so far. Able to get an interception on the offense. Get some points on that drive. And now they forced a 3-and-out. I don't think any team's gotten a first down just yet. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still 3-0. Now Clemson's on their second drive of the game. Not as good of a starting position as the first one, but should still be doable. Toss play goes to, it's a little end-around pass. Hamilton's going to throw it to the quarterback, Whitehurst. He runs a man over, runs another man over. Going to get to midfield. It's a first down for Clemson. What a wild play on first down. How was it sanity? It was a little trick play. Pitt just got fooled by it. He ran 2 men over and couldn't get a third one down. But that's wild. What a wild sequence already. He first ran over Bernard Lay. Then he ran over McGowan. Gilliard finally got him down. First down to the 49 of Pitt. First down in the game, and he did it with authority. Hamilton will go in motion on first down. Whitehurst. Ooh, a little bit of pressure from the backside. Gets a slip screen. But going to be taken down for a loss. Didn't go anywhere. Thomas Smith was there with a tackle. And it was Dan Stephens who got the pressure. It's a good play for the Pitt's defense to start this set of downs. That lost 2 yards, so it goes back to Clemson territory. Second down 12 for Clemson. Yeah, some more games, meaning more teams will be featured throughout this entire thing. Also, I think you saw the thumbnail for like the first minute and 2 of the entire thing. That's a new thing this year, as Tyrone Gilliard takes Whitehurst down to the ground at the line of scrimmage. So yeah, the thumbnail is a little new. Haven't seen that one before, but I should be making a lot more of those. At least, do a little preview of it, of what's going to happen. And don't worry, there's no copyright involved, because those are my own images, so no need to worry about that. 3rd and 11 now for Clemson. Whitehurst fires right side, complete to Yusuf Kelly, but not even close. Good job on the stop by Pitt's defense. That was Luther Hamilton, the true freshman, who got him down. So Clemson will have to punt away to Pittsburgh. Away to Pitt. Punting is Cole Chasen, the redshirt sophomore. I believe Larry Fitzgerald, he'll be back to return. Clemson didn't kick it to Fitzgerald on any of the 2 kickoffs, so this is his first return of the game. Fair catch called by Fitzgerald. That ball will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh will start at the 20. Then Nebraska against Oklahoma State in Stillwater later on tonight. We get to see the debut of the number 1 recruit from this past season's class, Conrad Jackson, going against the Nebraska defense. Nebraska already almost lost to Hawaii, so the Cornhuskers may need to get their act together because they're going against a really good, talented QB on the other side this time. Well, Timmy Chang was a talented quarterback, but this is now a talented quarterback in a premier conference like the Big 12. Look at Raymond Kirkley on a spin move, getting the first down. Andre Hurst got hurt on that play. That's the true freshman DN for the Tiger defense. So hopefully he's okay. So now first down for Pitt after a nice run by Raymond Kirkley. Just about a minute to go in the first quarter. Here's my thing, Oklahoma State could be a decent team this year, but who does Conrad Jackson have to throw to besides DeJuan Woods? As Kirkley gets taken down in the backfield by Ty Hill. He's got DeJuan Woods, but, I mean, he does have a true freshman as I take a look at the Oklahoma State roster. He does have Jamie Henley. He could have a huge connection with him. John Wilmuth is a senior. He won't stay long. Eddie Brown could be a big one if he can get his act together. I mean, Seymour Shaw and Vernon Morency is a good running back duo, but I don't know. I don't think we could take Oklahoma State seriously just yet. As Palco almost threw another pick. That was a complete underthrow that was going for Billy Gaines, but could not connect. So now it's third down for Pitt. They're at the 31-yard line. So this is already trouble for Pitt. They're already down or in this game after a bad turnover by their quarterback. So no Rob Rutherford as Palco fires. It's intercepted. Taken to midfield by Clemson. Interception by Gerald McLeod, the sophomore strong safety. A second interception in the first quarter by Tyler Palco. Pitt's already in trouble here against the Tigers. They were 8-4 across the entire season. I think they got featured quite a couple of times, mostly for the wrong reasons. As there's an option now for Clemson. Pitch to Yusuf Kelly as he runs through a defender. He'll take it to the 41-yard line. Good run there for the senior running back. I think that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Good pitch by Whitehurst. And overall, a really solid option play. That'll end the first quarter. Clemson leads 3-0, but they do have the football in Panthers territory. Just take a look at what Pitt has been doing. Yep, they lost to West Virginia sometime in the year. They lost to Miami. They did beat Virginia Tech, who was the top team at the time, top 10 team at the time, so that was actually not bad for them. They also lost the early game to the season to Texas A&M. I think they were like 11th or something. Yusuf Kelly is going to get a first down on the run. So that will move the chains for the Tigers. I'm very sure they did. Yeah, they did. A&M beat Pitt by 1 point. Pitt was the top 10 team at the time, which was really, really interesting. Their losses were to A&M, West Virginia, Miami, and then they lost to somebody else. I can't remember. Here is a little end around for Clemson. They're going to get a couple yards with Michael Collins, a redshirt junior wideout who's the third string on this Clemson offense. That's about all I can find as far as who Pitt lost to. Pitt was a very solid team. Like, I think they were ACC champs in 2021. Made a couple of ACC championship games when they moved to the ACC, as that's a nice throw to the tight end. Picking up another first down. Lavelle Armstrong makes his second catch of the game. Reached up an automatic first down for Clemson. Not automatic, but it is the first down. So here we go. 1st and 10. Once again. Toss to Kelly, and he'll run a man over. Try to spin, but not too much this time around. Gilliard again. He's been all over the field so far, despite his team losing. I'm trying to remember who did they lose to. Ooh, they lost to somebody. Who was it? Oh, it was Notre Dame. That's who it was. That was who I was missing. So A&M, Notre Dame, West Virginia, and Miami. Those were Pitt's losses last season. Lost 2 out-of-conference games. Here's Whitehurst on this throw. Oh, my goodness. Nearly had Collins, but that went incomplete. Did he drop that? I have to go to the replay and see if he dropped this one, because I saw he was open. That was 2nd and 9 for the 20. Where was that? Oh, it bounced off his helmet. Bounced off his helmet. Come on, man. 3rd and 9 for Clemson. I don't know if Clemson made a bowl game. I don't think they did. Oh, and the wideout would drop again. That pass goes incomplete. That was Collins again. Just can't seem to hold on to the football. So Clemson has to settle for another field goal. That's a blessing for Pitt that they did not give up a touchdown. So Huey Williams will have to kick another 37-yard kick. That last kick was somehow 37 yards. But anyway, 37-yard kick for Huey Williams. This one goes through the uprights. 6-0 Clemson. Turnover is paying dividends for the Tiger defense, and it's helping Clemson keep Pitt off the scoreboard. With 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, it is 6-0 Clemson. So here's the kick by Huey Williams after the field goal. Here goes Raymond Kirkley again. Spin move. And take it down on the return. He got to the 24-yard line, and that's where Pitt's offense will start again. Just a rough start to the game for Pitt's offense. Like interception, a punt, and then another pick. That is definitely not what you want to start this thing. Clemson got a big win as well against 13th ranked Virginia in Season 1. But at no point of the season were they ranked. Option play. It is Murphy on the run. He's going to get a very nice gain, almost to the first down marker. I don't think he quite got there, though. Let's take a look at what in the world's going on. ACC, right? Clemson 5-5 after week number 12. Week 13. Did he? Nope. Yes, Duke actually won 6 games. I didn't exactly see him at a bowl game. Or maybe I just didn't do that bowl game that Clemson was in. They were probably in there. I just didn't see it. That was a first down that was picked up by the fullback. And here's Kirkley now almost getting the first down also. 4 carries for 25 yards so far. Hey, Pelko, since you're throwing some pigs, how about you start running with Kirkley? Because he's actually doing pretty good for a first half, at least. So here's second down. Kirkley's going to get that first down. Moving the chains again. Who did Clemson pull in their final game? They probably didn't win their last one. Oh, wait, they played Clemson. Almost forgot about that. Whoops. Yep, South Carolina won in overtime, so Clemson finished 6-6. So they were finishing right around 500 as there's a flag down. Clemson grabbed the face mask. That was on Washington. Will make it 2nd and 2 for Pitt. Donnell Washington grabbed the face mask. So that costs the Tigers defense 5 yards. So Pitt's now at a 2nd and 2 instead of a 2nd and 7. And then, of course, later on in the week, we will have 4 new games at the top 10 showcase. Even though some teams aren't top 10 anymore, basically because of the fact that these 2 lost the game and also weren't highly ranked. Some of them, of course. As Billy Gaines gets a run, he's going to come up short of the first down marker. So it'll be 3rd and inches for Pitt. Yeah, NC State was 7, Auburn was 8, and 9 was Oregon State. They all fell outside of the top 10. So that's why NC State is 12 going against Tennessee. Auburn's 15th going against Ohio State, and Oregon State, as of right now, is 16th. That was a good first down for Tim Murphy, the fullback, and that's going to move the chains once again. Pitt slow and methodical, but they desperately need to get some points on the board. Under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. They score a touchdown. It's a 1-point lead. It's a handoff now. Oh, nice run out the middle. And that is going to be a Pitt touchdown. The first touchdown of the game. I think that was Jawan Walker. And it was. The junior running back, the second stringer, comes into the game and outruns everybody on his way to the end zone. Pitt's finally on the board and extra point away from the lead. So Kamari White-McLean, we'll see him for the first time, but he will be holding the kick for David Abdul, who was the junior. 2:42 to go in the second quarter, and Pitt all of a sudden is showing life, and it is 7-6. Here we go, man. 7-6. We're finally starting to get some action here in Death Valley. .242 to go in the second quarter. Pitt will kick off to Clemson. Here goes the return. Going to be around the 20-yard line for Derek Hamilton. Clemson defense did pretty good except for that last drive. So now Clemson is going to be playing from behind. When you're playing from behind, it could be very dangerous. So now tight end goes in motion. Oh, Whitehurst escapes pressure on the run. That's complete to Hamilton, but he fumbles. Oh, and he got it back. Wild sequence. Hamilton got the catch, fumbled the ball, then recovered his own fumble to get a first down to keep the ball, to keep the possession with the Clemson Tigers. That could have been a disaster. 5 of 8 for 49 yards. Quarterbacks have been struggling so far. That's why Jawan Walker of Pitt got the only touchdown in the game so far. Yusuf Kelly on the carry now. Goes up the middle, and he's going to get a strong gain. Binyam able to take him down, but solid run for Yusuf Kelly. That's the senior. With a 6-yard run. Brings him 2nd and 4, and we are now under 2 minutes away from halftime. So handoff now to Yusuf Kelly. He's going to get the carry. And he does pick up the first down for Clemson. Chains will be moved. It'll be first down. Clemson not opting to take a timeout. So the clock keeps running. 34-yard line of Pitt is where Clemson is at now. First and 10 for the Tigers. Little toss play now for Kelly, and he's going to be taken now. Wallop to the backfield. Good play defensively for Pitt, as I think Clemson called a timeout. That's a loss of 3. And it'll bring up 2nd down for Clemson's offense. Good job by the Pitt defense. On that toss play, Brandon Samuels, the true freshman, was there on the tackle. 2nd and 13. Not sure why they're running. Like, you're not quite there yet. Ooh, a little slip screen there, but well blocked, and that's going to be a complete went for Derek Hamilton. Hamilton on Hamilton crime as that gets knocked down. Luther Hamilton on Derek Hamilton. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 now. Both teams struggling on 3rd downs up to this point. Pittsburgh with the only 3rd down conversion of the game. This is a long 3rd and 13. Whitehurst going to loft it left side. Oh my goodness, that was nearly caught. Oh, it was dropped by Derek Hamilton. It didn't look good at the beginning, but then all of a sudden, he almost made it. What is this now? Is this going to be a fake? I feel like this is going to be a fake. This is a 54-yard attempt that they try it. But there's just no way. The wind's not even that strong. I think this is a fake. No, they do kick it from 54 yards, and that is way short. What on earth was Clemson thinking? Oh yeah, if you're wondering who coached Clemson at this time, I think it was Tommy Bowden. I think it was Tommy Bowden who coached Clemson at this time. Because I remember they called it the Bowden Bowl between him and Bobby Bowden, yeah. Yep, it was Tommy Bowden. High snap for Palco as Pittsburgh took over. Completion for Pitt. That's a big gain and a first down for the Panthers. Nice job completing it to the tight end. Or no, that was Jason McElroy who made the catch at the 37-yard line. So a minute left to go for The Pitt Panthers is now, they got first down. It's a handoff to Kirkley. He fumbles the football. Clemson's got it. Oh, the third turnover of the game for Pitt's offense. The fumble was recovered by Carr. Clemson's back on offense. Every opportunity Pitt has had to extend the lead and take control of this game, they have squandered. I'm not even joking. They've squandered it. Every single opportunity they had. So now, that was Kelvin Grant that went in motion here in this empty formation. Whitehurst has some good blocking. Completes this one to Hamilton, who goes to the sideline and out of bounds. Thus stopping the clock. He does pick up the first down for Clemson. Three turnovers for the Pitt offense. 2 interceptions, and now a fumble. Look, it is lined up for the Clemson Tigers to win this game. Here's a lofter. Uh-oh, that was tipped. Yeah, I was just explaining about it. 3 turnovers for Pitt, 0 for Clemson. Yeah, Pittsburgh still got a shot. I think Marcus Furman was there to tip it, to tip the pass. Also, if you are wondering if I will make graphics of games like these, then yes, I will absolutely do so. I mean, I did it for week 1, so it's only fitting that I do it for week 2 as well, and upcoming weeks as well. So it's at the 43-yard line for 3rd down and 1 for Clemson. And off to the fullback. Will he get the first down? Uh-oh, going backwards. He will get it. Brandon Curtis, the true freshman, gets the first down. Moves the chains for Clemson. It's at the 42-yard line. They got to hurry up. 35 seconds to go. Whitehurst throws left side. Caught. Ooh, broken tackles. 2 broken tackles to the 25. First down, Clemson. That's Bobby Williamson, the junior tight end. That's the top starting tight end who caught that pass. First and 10 now for Clemson after a nice game. Whitehurst right side, and it's dropped by Hamilton. 25 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10. They're in field goal range. What else can happen here? Also, I was taking a look at the NCAA 3 thing. What's been going on over there. Yeah, Minnesota on that dynasty won the Big Ten. They have yet to play in the Rose Bowl, but that's so awesome that Minnesota won the Big Ten on there. Oh, there's a deep pass. Oh, take the call for a touchdown! Derek Hamilton off the tip! Was it Furman who tipped it? No, it was McGowan who tipped the ball. And Clemson is back in front. Oh, mercy. Okay, sorry. Oh, they were going for 2 for a minute there. For a second, I thought it was a field goal. But it's going to switch to that anyway. Switch to this ugly angle anyway. That's why I like it to play 11. Like, they had that little front camera. Anyway, extra point goes through. Clemson leads 13-7 with 21 seconds remaining in the first half. Also, my apologies for being a little late. I was trying to make the thumbnail for this game, but for some reason, there were some struggles. And Apple is a big note. Here's something to note. Apple is a big liar. I mean, they've been lying since the beginning, so it's no surprise. thinking it's going to be a new phone, and yet it's the same thing every time. I mean, come on. Someone can see right through it. Fitzgerald hits the 20. Give me 1 second. 17 seconds left to go. I will get to the pit drive in just a moment. Hold on just 1 second. Let me switch your graphic for right now. There we go. I'll be back in just a second. Anyway, that was a little short break, but here we go again. Okay, let's get right back to it. There we go. 17 seconds, there we go. In the first half. My apologies about that. Anyways, let's see how Pitt can approach this little 17 seconds left. They're probably... Nope, they will throw it. And Palco in trouble. He's going to be sacked. First sack, I believe, of the game. Eric Holman, a senior D tackle, gets there. And that's how the first half is going to come to an end. So halftime is upon us, and Clemson leads over Pittsburgh 13-7. Oh yeah, Pittsburgh received to start the first half, so Clemson will have to start in the second half. And Clemson has dominated every single category. That is why they're up, but for some reason they're only up by 6. Probably because Clemson didn't turn every drive into touchdowns, or every turnover into touchdowns. So, yeah, that's probably why. And when they didn't get a turnover, they always stall out. So anyways, David Abdul will kick it off to start the second half. And in the end zone goes Justin Miller, and he'll be taken down just short of the 20-yard line. So now Clemson's just set on their first drive of the second half. Charlie Whitehurst and the Clemson offense looking to put more points on the board to extend the lead over a top 10 team. This could be their biggest win of the sim. Here's a handoff to the freshman fullback, and I'm not sure what he's doing. He went to the outside, thought he could make it happen, but hey, Mr. Curtis, you're a fullback. I know you're 6'1", 218 pounds, but why not use the middle? That's always been working. Anyways, second down for for Clemson. I'm getting confused. Anyway. Yeah, so second down and 8 for the Tigers at the 21-yard line. Hand off to Yusuf Kelly again. Goes up the middle, and he'll be getting a decent gain. Brings up third down. Vernon Botts, I believe, got the takedown. And it's going to be third down for Clemson. 3rd and 3 to be specific. So that's a 26-yard line. Let's see what they'll come up with for this third down. Third and short, should we say. Option run. Whitehurst takes it, pitches it out to Kelly, and he will get the first down and more. Past the 30 to the 32-yard line. Oh, no. That's huge for Clemson. That's a big blow for the Tigers. That's a big blow for Clemson. Charlie Whitehurst is their best QB by a mile. I think the next best quarterback is like 20 overall lower than him. So that is a huge blow. Oh, hopefully he's not injured for too long, because that will absolutely screw over Clemson. Here is Charlie Stuckey now in a quarterback. Oh, he makes the good throw to Aries Curry. His first catch of the game. Gets into Pitt territory again. Okay. Maybe I stand corrected. But I need to see more. I gotta be honest. So first and 10 now for Clemson. At the 48-yard line of Pitt. Long drop back for Stuckey. He's going to throw the screen, and it's tipped and caught by the fullback, Curtis. That was a screen to the fullback? It was holding anyway, so it didn't really matter. Bobby Williamson, the tight end, got caught holding, so it's first and 20 now. Ooh, hopefully Whitehurst is not injured for too long. Because that's a huge blow for Clemson if he is. That could actually screw up their season. Injury update's taking a little bit. Hopefully he'll be okay. First and 20 now. Stuckey. Hit as he throws, I think. Oh, but that's caught by Curry. Inside the 35. First down, Clemson. He got hit as he delivered the throw, but still able to get the first down. That's big for Clemson's offense. And they do have an update sprained elbow, so he'll be out for the rest of the game. Luckily, no long-term injury for Charlie Whitehurst. It was a sprained elbow. So first and 10. Quick roll out for Stuckey. Oh, it's dropped. Kelvin Grant, the Richard sophomore, drops this one. It went off his hands, so now second down for Clemson. They're at the 34-yard line. Not sure if that's too far for Huey Williams. I mean, he tried a 54-yard field goal and came up way short. But time will tell. You're second and 10 now for Clemson. Collins will go motion. I don't think Michael Collins has gotten a catch yet. I don't think he has. Yusuf Kelly gets a toss, and he is quickly met at the line of scrimmage, or behind the line of scrimmage. Good takedown by Brandon Samuels, the true freshman with the TFL. And now it's going to be third down for the Tigers. 3rd and 12 to be specific. It's at the 36-yard line now. See how Clemson approaches this. They'll throw out of the I formation. Stuckey fires. Tipped incomplete. Went for Hamilton, but a little underthrown. So bring up 4th down for Clemson's offense. Could go for this here if they choose to. Why would you kick a field goal? Hey, Tommy. He couldn't make a 54-yarder. What makes you think he's going to make a 53-yarder? This is basically the same distance as the last kick, except it's 1 yard closer. Just fake it, man. It is a fake! Oh, you should have thrown this one. Stuckey is going to get taken down by Hunt. It's at the line of scrimmage. Pitt will take over on downs. I'm not sure why they would run it. Like, you could have thrown that one too. I'm like, isn't your older a quarterback? Like, why not just throw the ball too? .355 to go in the third quarter. Pitt now has a shot to at least cut down on the lead, maybe even take the lead, as that is a loss of 1 for Kirkley, and now Gerald McLeod is hurt. So they already lost Charlie Whitehurst for the rest of the game, and now Gerald McLeod goes down, so Ronnie DeLume will have to take over at strong safety. plus the quarterback and strong safety in this football game. That is not good for Clemson whatsoever. They're trying so hard to get this upset that their players are going down trying it. Uh-oh, Palco is going down! That was a horribly designed option. And who is the beneficiary in there? It is Donnell Washington. And it's going to be third down for Pitt. Looks like 3rd and 12 maybe. Yep. Here's Palco to throw it. Pass complete, but short. Oh, and Palco's injured now. What is going on? Both starting quarterbacks have just gotten injured now. I think Billy Gaines was the one who caught the pass, but he was just short anyway. So it's going to be 4th down for Pitt's offense. They're punting for the second time. Torrey Webb to punt this away. I think it's Derek Hamilton. No, it's Justin Miller to return it. Here's the punt by Webb. Here goes Miller on the return. He'll be taken down to about the 23-yard line. What is happening right now? Clemson already lost their starting quarterback for the rest of the game, for the entire second half. Now Palco went down after Gerald McLeod, the Clemson strong safety, went down. What is going on? So it looks like we're going to see Charlie Stuckey for the rest of the game. He'll throw it right side. Ooh, tipped up. Almost picked. Went for Kelvin Grant, but that was thrown into traffic. Bad decision there by the backup quarterback. So now it'll be 2nd down. So if Tyler Palco isn't ready to go, Kamari White-McClain will make his first pass at the collegiate level, but I didn't see an injury update, so he's probably just fine. 2nd down in the empty set. Not sure why you would do that. Cloud fires. Oh, that's a completion. I think that's his 3rd pass to Aries Curry in this 3rd quarter, and that's going to be another big gain for Clemson at 1st down. I don't think Whitehurst has thrown to Curry, at least completed a pass to him all game, or at least all first half, and a little bit of that 3rd quarter. But that's the 3rd time that Stuckey has thrown it to Aries Curry, and it's completion. They're in Pitt territory again. Here's Stuckey, thrown left side, caught Hamilton, 1st down Clemson. Oh, goodness. I mean, I don't think Stuckey could be that bad, but he's just lowly consistent. That's what I mean to say. 77 yards for Derek Hamilton on 4 catches. Curry has the same amount of yards, just 1 less catch. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Stuckey is getting laid out by Thomas Smith. The redshirt junior defensive end gets his first sack of the game, first sack of the season, should I say. And now 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. Here goes Armstrong going in motion here for the 2nd and 14. Hand off to the fullback. He tries to spin. I'm not sure why he would try that. But he ran to a brick wall. Now it's 3rd down. A brick wall, I mean Charles Spencer. So now Charlie Stuckey and the Tiger offense are faced with a 3rd and 14. It's at the 36-yard line. They need this first down. They tried to fake field goal from this spot, but it did not amount to anything. Long drop back for Stuckey. He's going to launch it deep left side. Touchdown, Clemson! Nobody in front of him. And he gets the big catch to put Clemson up by 2 scores. Oh, goodness. Pittsburgh's already in trouble. Hayward McGowan was there, but he couldn't catch up to the football. Oh, no. Extra point coming for Huey Williams. To put Clemson up by 13 with less than a minute to go in the third quarter, and he got it. Oh, goodness. What do we have going on here at Death Valley here in South Carolina? Ooh, very chunky. 59 seconds to go. 20-7. Clemson leads over Pitt. If they can keep this up for the next minute and also next fourth quarter, Clemson will pull off this upset over a top 10 team. Here's the kick. Fitzgerald finally getting his first kick return of the game. He's going to get past the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's what I don't get. I don't get why Byron Palko has not been throwing to Larry Fitzgerald. He's the 99 overall wideout. Maybe it's because Clemson's double covering him. I'm not sure. But I don't think he's been thrown. He either got thrown once to or he never got thrown to at all. I don't think he's been thrown to this whole game. Palko is back in there. Yep, so he ended up being okay. Blitz coming. Picked up well by Pitt's offense. Oh, I was just talking about throwing to Fitzgerald, but that was a horrible throw. I was just talking about Fitzgerald not getting the football, and they finally threw it to him, but Palko threw a terrible pass. Oh my goodness, Palko 3 of 8 for 41 yards and 2 interceptions. Oh, that's not going to get you contended with Miami in the Big East. Throw on the run is incomplete, and Fitzgerald dropped that one. Or that was intended for Kirkley. What? No, it was Fitzgerald. That was the intended receiver. So it's a 3rd and 10 now for Pitt. This has been ugly for the Panthers offense. So now it's a 3rd and 10. They're looking for any miracle, any sort of miracle in this game. It's so ugly for the Pitt offense. That's a strip fumble on the sack, and it is recovered by Pitt, but it will be 4th down. Recovery by the right guard, David Cameron, but big sack for Clemson. Ernest Jones, it looks like he was there to get the strip sack. Unfortunately for Clemson, they weren't able to recover it in enemy territory, in Pittsburgh territory. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't Ernest Jones. That was Ryan Hemby. Ryan Hemby, the 5th-year senior, the dime back, actually got the strip sack. So that's pretty neat for Hemby. And now Pitt had to punt this away. Here goes Justin Miller. He'll be close to midfield. Clemson's set up pretty beautifully right now, and my goodness, this has been awful for Pitt's offense. They just have not been able to get anything going. And Malcolm Bastel knew it. It was a camera angle of him coming onto the Pitt sideline, or at least coming off of the field. He was not too thrilled about having to get back on defense again. Handoff goes to Yusuf Kelly, but he is man at the line of scrimmage. He fumbles the ball, and Pitt's recovered. The first turnover by the Clemson offense in this game, and Pitt's got themselves an opportunity again. It was Ozzie Bignum who forced that one out, and I think it was Dan Stephens who recovered. So we take a look. I think it was Dan Stevens that fell on top of it. Pittsburgh's got it in Clemson territory with 7 seconds to go. Azzy Binyam, the redshirt sophomore, forced the fumble on Yusuf Kelly. Dan Stevens recovers it. All of a sudden, Pittsburgh's got some life. Billy Gaines in motion here on first down. Kirkley on a toss. Breaks the tackle, but can't get away from Carr as he gets it down for a TFL. Toss plays have been screwing over Raymond Kirkley right now. Come on. These coaches should know better. So anyways, we have reached the end of the third quarter. Clemson leads over Pitt 20-7, 1 quarter away from pulling off the upset. Ernest Jones telling everybody put your fours up because it is time for the fourth quarter. 1 quarter away from either Pittsburgh surviving or Clemson pulling off a huge upset to start the season. And this is only the beginning of the chaos. We got Nebraska, Oklahoma State coming up next later on tonight. And then 4 top 10 showcase games later on the week. Here goes Raymond Kirkley. Ooh, nice spin move. He'll be taken down. So I'll bring up a third down. Carr was there again. Kirkley has 34 yards on 10 carries. So here we go. Third down for the Pitt offense. 3rd and 6 at the 38. They need this first down. Like, really badly. Looks like Fitzgerald's going to go. No, it's not. That's Princell Brockenbrough in motion, and it's incomplete. Went for him. Couldn't make the catch. So now what does Pittsburgh do? Here on 4th and 6. Palco's on the field. They are going to go for this. Interesting. I mean, field goal doesn't no good because the lead is still 2 scores, but here we go. 4th and 6. They need the first down to keep their chances of coming back in this game alive. Palco has a clean pocket. He's going to launch it deep, and it's tipped and incomplete. McElroy the target. I think Ty Hill deflected it. Clemson ball at the 38-yard line. Clemson's defense holds. Offense comes back on the field. Oh, mercy. This has been absolutely insane. Clemson up by 13 now with the football. Think about just running the clock here. As they give it to Brandon Curtis for a couple of yards. So Pittsburgh unable to take advantage of that turnover. Unable to get a 4th down conversion. Figured Clemson had a shot at this, but I didn't think it would actually be able to beat these guys. But then again, guess we should have seen this coming. The spread on this game was actually 1.5 for Pitt. So I wasn't too far off. Thankfully for my case, I wasn't too far off, but Pittsburgh's not even going to cover. Because even if they score 2 touchdowns to get extra points, they're still only up by 1. I'm guessing a lot of people took Clemson. My guess would be people would obviously would take Clemson money line. In this game, oh, what a strip sack! And Clemson got back on it. It was Smith who got the second sack of the game. Thomas Smith laid the boomstick on him. And I think it was Tommy Sharp who recovered it. So it's 4th and 18 for Clemson. Luckily, it wasn't a turnover again. I think it was. Yeah, it was. It was the center. So Tommy Sharp recovers the ball, keeps the possession with Clemson, but they're going to have to punt it away anyway. So 4th down, 5 minutes to go, 13-point lead, 13-point deficit for Pitt. They got to figure out something to come back in this game. As Fitzgerald takes this return. Pretty good field position for Pitt. But they seriously need to get it together if they want any shot of coming back in this game. Because time is going to be against them. 37-yard line is where they start. Not bad field position. So now here's a 1st and 10 for Pitt. They've got to find a way. Palco. Pocket holds up well. Throws it deep right side. That's complete. That's how quickly they needed to strike. Touchdown Pitt. Jason McElroy. 63 yards. Pitt's back to a 1-score. Pitt puts this back to a 1-score game. Ty Hill got beat on that play, and McElroy took great advantage of it. The first great play for Pitt's offense, or at least big time plays in the second half. 4:45 to go in the game. Pitt's got a shot. David Abdul to kick the extra point to make it a 6-point game. And he does. Yeah, all of a sudden, Pitt's got a shot. This is a rainstorm, by the way. A little bit of a rainstorm here in Death Valley in South Carolina. Pitt's got a 1-possession deficit now. 6-point lead for Clemson. 4:45 to go. That's plenty of time for the Panthers to be able to come back in this game. Here's the kick by Abdul. It's going to be on the left side or close to the middle. Here goes Ty Hill on the return. He's going to take it to the 20-yard line. Or no, it's Miller that took it to the 20-yard line. Their numbers are so close together, it's a little confusing. But almost forgot. Yeah, it's not even Ty Hill that's out there. He's like 4th best return man. Because Curry and Hamilton are the 2 and 3. So anyway, 4:42 to go in the 4th quarter. See if Charlie Stuckey can get this. Hold on for Clemson. That's not a good start. Vernon Botts with a TFL to start the drive. Not good for Clemson at all. 2nd down now for the Tigers. Second and 13. They got to find a way to get some first downs. Stuckey to throw. Throws it over the middle and it goes off the hands. Hamilton was down there. There was another receiver out there also. So a little miscommunication. Mikael Henderson of West Virginia dominated against New Mexico State. Camarillo of Stanford had an absolute unbelievable game. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and who was the other one? Oh, yeah, Indiana's Roby. I forgot his first name. He went off for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. Oh, almost picked off by Pittsburgh, and that's going to result in a punt. Went for Curry's favorite target here in the second half. But it ends up falling incomplete. It was almost picked. Clemson's got a punt again. So 4 minutes left to go. And Pittsburgh's going to get the ball with a 6-point deficit. This is very doable for the Panthers. Oh, that ball's muffed. Uh-oh, you better kick it up. He does. Gerald's going to get in Clemson territory at about the 42-yard line. That's actually a pretty good field position for Pitt. That was almost a disaster. Almost didn't pick this ball up. on the muff. First down, Pitt at the 42-yard line. 3:57 to go in the game. Touchdown or bust for Pitt? Well, sort of. Looks like McElroy would go in motion for Pittsburgh. Handoff goes to Kirkley. Goes up the middle, and he'll take up a decent gain. 43 on 43 crime. As Leroy Hill, the senior, gets Kirkley down. Brings up second down. So it's now 2nd and 5 for the Pitt offense. They have got to get a touchdown on this drive, probably. Giving themselves a 1-point lead in the process. Kirkley again on the run. Goes up the middle. Broke a tackle. He'll get a first down. Close to the 30-yard line. Kirkley carrying the load for the Pitt offense. First down, Panthers. Nice gain that play. First down, Pittsburgh. He appeared at one game day last season. Lost to Miami. And Kirkley is going to go down maybe just shy of the first down marker. He got a good gain out of it, though. So now it's going to be... Oh, my goodness. I can't even see. The fans are covering the screen. Yeah, 2nd and inches. Close to the 20-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go. Toss play. Kirkley is going to throw it back to Palco. He'll take the first down and more. And a face mask at the end. Donnell Washington grabs the face mask. It's first and goal Clemson. Or first and goal Pitt. And now the Panthers have a chance to take the lead late. Oh, mercy. This is going to be insane for Pitt fans if they get this one. It'll be shocking off for Clemson. Toss play. Jawan Walker gets a good block. Gets in the end zone. Fantastic block by Eric Gill. Allowing Jawan Walker to get in the end zone. Extra point away from the lead for Pitt. Clemson was so close. They were 1 quarter away from upsetting a top 10 team. But all of a sudden, Pittsburgh has come all the way back from 13 down in the start of the 4th quarter to take a 1-point lead with just under 2.5 minutes left. Unbelievable. Poetic scenes in Death Valley. Insane. Whew. $2:23 to go in the 4th quarter. David Abdul will kick it off. Clemson now finds himself down 1 again. Gonna be at the 1-yard line. Here goes Hamilton on the return. Gets to the 20-yard line, but no further than that. So it's now first down Clemson. With about 2:20 to go. 2:19 to go. At the 20-yard line. Here we go. They got to do it with the backup quarterback, Charlie Stuckey. Throws over the middle. Completes it to Hamilton. Just shy of the first down marker. 4-12 for 104 yards, a touchdown to 2 picks for Palco. Stuckey, 6 of 11, 133 yards, touchdown pass. Now 2nd down and 1, under 2 minutes to go in the game. They got to get this one here. Yusuf Kelly going to get a first down and more. Watch out, he's going to get to the 38. And Clemson's going to run no huddle. Oh, goodness. In the spread. Trips on the left side. Stuckey overthrows the fullback, Curtis. That's kind of a blessing for Clemson there. They didn't want to hurry up and confuse themselves. It's also beneficiary for Pitt, as they were able to catch their breath. Or at least the Pitt defense could catch their breath. 2nd and 10, 1:43 to go in the 4th quarter. Stuckey holds it well, and it's dropped. Oh my word. Yusuf Kelly out of the backfield, unable to come up with that catch. Brings up 3rd and 10. Pittsburgh 1 of 7 on 3rd down. Clemson 3 of 10. 3 of 10 on 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 10. 1:39 to go. Stuckey, ooh, a little bit of pressure on the right side. Overthrows the tight end Armstrong. This is going to come down to a 4th and 10. Oh, this could be it for Clemson. Stuckey has to get 10 yards, has to get to the 48 to extend the game. Does he have clutch veins? Throws right side, complete, first down, the first catch of the game. First catch of the game for Kelvin Grant. First down Clemson. Oh, it converts a 4th and 10. The game is still alive. It's in Pitt territory. 7 of 15 for 154 and a touchdown for Charlie Stuckey. Minute 20 to go. Stuckey. Pocket holds up well. Over the middle. Ooh, boy. Stuckey, you are playing with some fire right now. That was almost the sealer of the game. Luther Hamilton almost had that one. 1:15 remains. The ball's at the 42-yard line. I think if you get to the 32-yard line, you're in field goal range. Oh, boy. Oh! Hat trick of sacks for Thomas Smith. For some reason, they're not hurrying it up. Oh, mercy, what is going on? 3rd and 15 now. Thomas Smith, 3 sacks, forced fumble, and recovery. 5 tackles for loss. Derek Hamilton, 6 catches, 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Those are your Old Spice players of the game. Oh, my goodness. Pass knocked away by Furman. Went for Hamilton, and now it's going to come down to a 4th and 15. Last chance for Clemson. If they don't get it here, it's probably the ball game. 47-yard line, 4th and 15 for the Tigers. Does he have clutch veins again? Let's see. 4th and 15. Last play of the game. Complete, but short. Armstrong with the catch, but he is shut down. And Pitt, it looks like Pitt is going to survive. As for who made the stop, give credit to Furman. Credit to Marcus Furman. Stopped at the 40. Pittsburgh will take over. 42 seconds left. Pitt, all you have to do is just get one first down, and it's pretty much over. Outside run for Kirkley. Spin move. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh, boy. Timeout called by Clemson. First one of the game for him. Clemson would have just had a little bit more awareness to be able to get to that football. That could have really changed the game. Oh, no. Pittsburgh's got to hold on to that football. They almost lost that one. .36 seconds to go. Fullback run. Murphy is going to get the first down, and that should do it. Why did he just go step out of bounds? I don't think it matters anymore. The Pitt Panthers are going to hang on. Big run for Tim Murphy, and that is going to do it. Pittsburgh has come all the way back. They were down 20-7 in the start of the fourth quarter. Scored 14 unanswered points. They have just broken Clemson's hearts. Second timeout call, but it's not going to matter. Because even if they call a timeout now, the game's going to be over. Ergill will go motion for the second and 4. Everybody knows that's a handoff. That's like a decoy. Timeout called. All Pittsburgh's got to do now is just steal the football. Couldn't get a fumble. Clemson could not get a fumble. So now 3rd and 4. They just got to take one kneel down and that's it. Man, just a great effort by Clemson, but unfortunately they showed it. That's it. Final kneel down for Pitt, and that will do it. The Pitt Panthers have done it. Ooh, wait a minute. There's no way. Hold on, let me get to that camera angle. See if it will. Let's see if it will. Okay, no, never mind. That's gonna do it. Wow, what a game to kick off week 2. Pittsburgh wins 21-20 against the very game Clemson. Wow, 21-20 the final. After being down 20-7 the start of the fourth. Able to turn this around and get the W. Wow. 9th greatest game of all time on my thing. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks. Oh my goodness. I mean Stuckey played better than Whitehurst, but they both played well. Sucks that Whitehurst got hurt. Hamilton, 2 touchdowns on 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then, of course, for Pitt, Larry Fitzgerald, not a single catch. But how about the defense? Thomas Smith, 5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, forced fumble. What a game, what a game. Obviously, tune in later tonight for the Nebraska-Oklahoma State game. Until then, I'll see you guys later.